And I now give the floor to United Nations Watch. The floor is yours.
Madam Vice President, in the 20th century, as empires collapsed and new states and borders were established, tens of millions of people fled or were expelled in the course of war. Muslims and Hindus, Greeks and Turks, Poles, Ukrainians, Germans and Jews moved on to build new lives, some aided by the United Nations High Commissioner for Refugees. None of them, nor their hundreds of millions of descendants, claim to be refugees today, except the Palestinians. Why? Because the Palestinians, supported by the Arab world, violently rejected the two-state solution already in 1948 and were determined, despite losing, to continue the war to prevent the Jewish people from having a state. Having failed to do so by wars, terrorism, and economic boycotts, Palestinians have hijacked UNRWA, which was to be a temporary agency for resettlement, to create and sustain a fiction that they are still all somehow refugees, generation after generation, and all possess a right which does not exist in international law to settle in a sovereign country in which they never lived and of which they were never citizens, so as to ensure that Israel no longer exists as a state for the Jewish people. UNRWA has been fueling the conflict for decades. Without UNRWA, this belligerent idea of return of millions could not have persisted for so long. If the conflict is ever to end with peace, UNRWA should no longer exist.
Thank you.